Okay, so Virgo, in your current position, you are thinking about love. You are thinking about a relationship, an emotional connection that is transformative, that is someone who brings joy to your life and fulfillment. And there's attraction. There's a sense of equality. You can see they're kind of standing at the same height, looking at each other's eyes. There's a real sense here of connection, of an emotional connection with someone. And often this can signal that if you're single and looking for someone, that November is going to be a month for you to keep your eyes open, that you might meet someone that can fulfill this role. This is the possibility of a wonderful, deep, and enriching relationship. If you're already in a relationship, if you're married, you have a partner, you're living with someone, this could be a sense of strengthening the bond between you two, that you're thinking about your relationship, and perhaps you're grateful for what's happening within it. But this is your head right now is thinking about love and connection and emotional fulfillment through, the depth of a relationship with someone else. This is like, imagine being with someone who knows what you're thinking and can finish your sentences. It's that kind of wonderful synchronicity with someone else. And often it's like two people coming together and really benefiting each other, making each other's lives much better as they're together. And again, cups, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What's crossing you is the Four of Swords. And with the Four of Swords, there's a sense of, let me see if I get this in focus. There's a sense of, you see the warrior here laying down a sword, and the sword's above. It's really taking a respite. It's taking a break. This is an encouragement to you to take a time out. Whatever situation you're in, take a step back. Do what you need to do to relax. Meditate, yoga, walk, exercise, spend some time alone, spend some time on the water. Whatever it may be, you need to restore. You need to recalibrate your energy. This can also give you a fresh approach as you go back to the situation. This doesn't mean that the situation goes away, but you need to take time out for yourself to rest and relax. That's really the heart of this message, is to restore yourself so that you can get back into whatever you're doing and have the energy to work with the situation or to, have a new approach. In your foundation is the World card, a fabulous card. This is a card of completeness, of wholeness, of feeling fulfilled, content. And you see the woman here. Let's see if I can get it without the glare. The woman is within the victory wreath here. She's being recognized for reaching her goals. And this is a sense that your passion and your dream, it comes true. And you're celebrating. You're being seen as a victor. And this is perhaps the end of a journey for you, or end of a project. And then now it's time to think about what's next in your life. What are you going to do next? How are you going to change the world? What are you going to do to improve the world that we're in? This card also points to a sense of thinking of the greater workings of the world as well, which is you play your part, and then we all play the part of the world at large. But this, for you, end of a cycle, a successful cycle. What's next for you? What are you going to do next? What's the next thing that you're going to pursue and want to achieve? And toward that end, in your recent past, is the Queen of Wands. And Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this could be someone within your circle who is successful, who is able to multitask family, the board, the office, the clients, everything, and has fun with doing so. The Queen of Wands, you know, look at how she's sitting. It's a very, I wouldn't say aggressive, but perhaps assertive position. Sensuous, charismatic, you know, attracts people to her. So you may be interested, and maybe you've met someone in the relationship that kind of has these qualities of confidence and of success in business and is able to do it all, likes adventure, doesn't necessarily want to be bored, and probably is looking for things to keep her engaged. So whether it's a male or female, it's just really the energies. Is the Queen of Wands is active, helping others, is a super business person to talk to, could be a, you know, owner of a company, but a go-getter. So there's someone, and maybe this Two of Cups here is leading you to a fire sign that has a lot of go, get up and go. So what's crowning you is the Eight of Cups. And cups, again, water, Scorpio, Pisces. And in this illustration, we see the man walking away from his cups under the moon, and it's dark, and he's leaving these full cups behind. So this is a card where you have been thinking, and perhaps it's coming up in your mind, is that you have to leave a situation behind. And that in order to have a fresh start within your life in terms of a relationship, is that you have to let something go. And this goes toward, you know, being either dissatisfied, not feeling fulfilled, not feeling content, and just saying, I have to move on. I have to go find what's going to bring me happiness and to feel, you know, to feel the things that I need to feel. So this is often, you know, it's just, it could at its very base level, it could mean that you might need to travel. You may need to go spend some time alone and to travel. But this is it's letting go. It's moving on to something else that you're hoping that is going to bring you satisfaction. So opposite our Queen of Wands, which is an active go get it. And in fact, what's interesting is all the queens in this reading. It's the Queen of Swords, who is assertive, intelligent, rational, not particularly emotional, and can cut through the nonsense. But this queen makes decisions and uses her intellect and her ability to analyze the situation carefully. So in terms of you, Virgo, it's a sense of this air quality of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, of really having to think something through. There's a part of you that wants or is met someone that is attractive, charismatic, has a lot going on. You're kind of end of a cycle. You're thinking of something new. You have to have some rest. And then you have this Queen of Swords, which is telling you really make sure you read the fine print. Make sure in whatever situation you're dealing with that you're getting the truth and that you're getting a straight story, and that this is about clear communication. So in whoever you're talking with and discussing with, you need to be mindful of keeping clear communication. How you say things, how you listen to the messages. Swords energy often brings clarity. And so here you have clarity. You have this desire to be active, or you've met someone who has those qualities. Could certainly be a sword sign as well that you've met. But I tend to think that this is to you, which is you need to have some clear thinking. You need to really look at all sides of an issue. And if there's any BS, you need to just cut right through it. And where you are right now it's another queen. And it's earth sign, you Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And she is sitting in her throne with her pentacle. She's got her eye on the resources, the money, the investments, the properties, the things. And this energy is very nurturing, very compassionate, and grounded. So grounded energy of being pragmatic and using common sense and thinking about things in a very down-to-earth way. So where you have someone who's very active, jumps in, gets excited, someone who's very calm, cool, and collected with this queen. This is a loving queen of the earth who's going to check in on you when you don't feel well and bring you chicken soup. She's going to make the best of things within the house. She's going to put together, with whatever food's in the house, a wonderful meal, because she's resourceful. So what's interesting are all of these queens in this queen energy. So, so I'd always say you have some people within your circle in November that you're going to be meeting. You have some interesting energies of different people that you're meeting, and perhaps this goes to a choice of different types if you're dating several people. And perhaps it's just a gentle reminder to you to be rational, be truthful, be pragmatic in your approach, be grounded. And this grounded approach continues with the Four of Pentacles. And this Four of Pentacles, he's sitting on his chair. He's got his feet on the pentacles. He's got his arms wrapped around the pentacle. He's got a pentacle weighing down his head. And so there's a sense here of holding on to what you have. You are holding on to what you have. You are not willing, maybe at this time, this is under your environment, maybe you've been afraid to take a risk. And maybe you just are kind of playing it safe. And playing it safe, you can see he's covering his heart. Nothing coming in, nothing going out. He was very tight with his body around these pentacles and resources, and tells me you've been thinking or focusing on money or resources or your job and what's happening. But it also can go to a state of mind which is a little bit of playing it safe and afraid to take a risk. You don't want to upset the apple cart. You just want to keep going as it is. Well, when you are hoping to find a soulmate connection, you have to take a risk. You have to lay yourself out. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be open to getting hurt or rejected, or things just don't work out. But staying in the status quo is not going to help you get to your place where you want to be, which is, it seems, in a powerful relationship and an emotionally rich and connected, spiritually connected relationship. Your hopes and fears, there's news coming to you. You're also busy. You're active. These wands in the air, more wand energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It tells us that you have a lot going on. You're trying to find some, perhaps, beginning and ending of projects, but you've got a lot of things to deal with. And so perhaps it's a little chaotic. And maybe the dating that you're doing, that's bringing chaos. But this Eight of Wands can suggest that news is coming, opportunity perhaps, messages are coming your way. Communication is open and flowing to you. So again, keep your ears turned in or turned out and listen to what's happening. Interesting. And then in your outcome, it's the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, she sits silently and quietly on her throne. She has the Book of Knowledge in her lap. Let's see if I can get this focus. And she is between a black and white pillar, and there's a sense here that it's getting in tune with the passive nature. It's of self-reflection. It's diving deep within. This card wants you to pay attention to your intuition, that's going to play a really big part in November, particularly with all the people within your reading and what you're trying to accomplish, is that this is about thinking about your subconscious, your dreams, what's deep below. Maybe there are reasons that you're not wanting to take a risk or to let go. You're holding on to what you have, of maybe of being alone or being in a relationship that isn't serving you. But this inner priestess is saying, hey, listen, there are messages out there. There are signs for you. Listen to your gut. You're going to have a sense. I always say that when the Two of Cups, when you meet the right person, you just know. You really do. You just have a sense of kismet. I mean, you just know that someone is connecting with you and all cylinders are firing in the right direction. And so this priestess is, of course, everybody has secrets, and, you keep those secrets. There will be a time to reveal them. But for now, it's really the work that you have to do on yourself. And it's the work that you have to think of, what do I want? What do I really want? Because I can move forward to achieving it if I just kind of put some things into play of being logical and rational and pragmatic. If I get a little rest. So the Two of Cups, Eight of Cups, we have swords, we have the World. This is about foundation. You have a foundation of success and of contentment. No reason why that can't continue. And we have Pentacles. I think it's a very positive reading for you, that you have a lot of interactions, I think, coming up in November. And that you really have to listen to your intuition and use your common sense, use your intuition, and don't be afraid to jump in. Queen of Wands, active, could be a Queen of Wands person that is getting you excited. And Four of Pentacles, of letting it go. Okay, so let's take a look at love. Let's get a little bit more information about love for you. Willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. What a great card. Compromise. So another way to think of compromising is kind of this gentle negotiation, which is the Queen of Swords is strength, which is to coming up with a reasonable and rational plan when it comes to love. Also, down-to-earth advice from the Queen of Pentacles. Willingness. You need willingness. Willingness to let go in order to have a relationship, in order to find a relationship. Willingness and, the desire deep within to be able to find success in life and fulfillment. You have to be willing and receptive to that coming in. You have to be thinking about your perspective that way, of being ready for relationships, and you have to keep your eyes open and, perhaps try several people if you're single and looking, or if you're in a relationship, having some richer discussions, having some deep discussions that reveal both of your psyche of what you want out of life. So, willingness. Where did I put the other card? Oh, it's right here. My bad. Okay. And then finally, I'd like to pull a practice card to meditate on. Infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. An infinite supply. Well, you have an infinite supply of opportunities, of air, of another 24-hour cycle that you can create the life that you want. You have abundance. Queen of Pentacles, you've been doing well with Pentacles, holding on to what you have, but you are supplied today and all of your tomorrows. And maybe that's just a wonderful way of saying that the universe is providing you with what you need. Pay attention to what the universe offers. Make the most of it. Use it. Always remember that, there's plenty of love, plenty of people with compassion out there, people who are willing to help.